ground. So really big opportunity there. Really happy to have Aaron McNally join the team and really lead that effort. The Urban Innovation Platform, or Urban Information Platform, this is taking all the insights that we're going to get from Link, all the third-party data that we're going to get, real-time data, audience metrics, people flow, working with Sidewalk Labs, we might have access to all kinds of new data, build a real unique a real unique position here where we can have the best insights into what people are doing in the city, what they want, and then create all kinds of new products that we can potentially market to cities, market to real estate, market to other people who are interested in all this stuff, but first and foremost, supporting our advertising. But actually, I should also say, giving the technology group a great platform to work off of to create all kinds of new products for retail and other opportunities. The creative and innovation agency, we can start really small with reformatting and getting content up on screens, and like Titan has been super successful with the print business. We think that model really, we can replicate that with the digital business and scale that up. But we also think we can do the really fun and innovative beacon-based campaigns, tying mobile to physical, doing bigger sponsorships, and really getting people excited about what this media could mean. So it's a huge opportunity for the technologies group and their direct client experience to create new products, and it's a great chance for the sales teams to go out and pitch new opportunities to their clients. The Google Sidewalk Labs relationship, we're just bringing in on the dedicated hire, thinking Q1, to focus on getting into Google, making sure we're at the table at all these important meetings where we have a single consistent voice who can look at all the products across. There's literally hundreds of products that we can be using, from DoubleClick to their beacon technology to Android to you name it. There's a massive amount of opportunity there, and we want to make sure we're focused on leveraging that. Small cells, connectivity, bringing them not only to Link NYC, but going through all of our different products and making sure we're on the forefront of connectivity and thinking about how people are going to communicate in the future. And it's not just Wi-Fi. We can also use licensed spectrum. There's new spectrum coming available, and we want to make sure we're focused on that. So we're going to undertake the small cells initiative here. Rapid prototyping, I think starting initially with Link, thinking about those kind of beacon and tablet types of applications that we can produce, starting to sit in on meetings and understand what are the products that we can start to build, and that's going to start off with a small number of people and grow over time as we proceed. And then again, business direct display, which I think you'll hear more from, and this will be one of the first prototyping initiatives that we have, which is if you have a data platform that's generating insights off of sensors, and you have an advertising platform that's taking those data and insights and delivering messages to people, how can we take that and scale it, not just by 10-year contracts are great, 20-year contracts like the one in Philadelphia, even better, but what if we could just go direct to all the different public spaces that make up cities, commercial locations? What if we could take our experience in retail and really scale out and provide an advertising platform that grew at massive scale and was not just dependent on a single contract? So huge opportunity there, really exciting stuff. And this isn't, as hear Toby say, it's not new science. We're not breaking new ground. We're taking all the great work that we've done and we're looking at innovation. How do we take existing ideas and apply them to new markets and create new opportunity, new revenue, and really grow our leverage so that we can influence more people, create more positive user experiences across the country and in many different environments. So I'm super excited to have such an amazing team focused on this. It's challenging because it's not, your objectives are not clear always. It's an iterative process. We're going to learn as we go, and things are going to change. But I absolutely know that based off of all the work that's coming out of technologies and out of media, putting the two together, there's huge opportunities that are just popping out of there. And our job is to really look at those, grab them, make sure that we can nurture them and get them successful, and then launch them into new internal businesses, new lines of business, and new products. So really exciting times for the innovation group. And just timeline, we're kicking off now. We're going to start making some new hires, and by the end of Q2, we're going to be well underway with a lot of these initiatives. And so with that, turn it over to Scott Goldsmith in media.
Thanks, everybody. So first of all, it's great to see you all in the same room together. It's really cool to see Daniel sitting next to Rob Levine, and it's nice that we didn't just have North over here and South over here. So it's great to see everybody together. I was going to use my computer to present, but the Wi-Fi is not working. So that'll never happen in Lick, New York City. But over the next couple minutes, I'm going to just give you a very brief overview of the media organization. My partner in crime and savior, where is she? Jen Hensley. There she is. A godsend for sure. Is going to take you through a quick update on where we are with our progress with Lake New York City. And then finally, we're going to explore how the combination of Titan Control Group and Sidewalk Labs is going to completely revolutionize and reimagine what transit authorities and municipal authorities can be. And so, just by way of background, Intersection Media is already the largest and most trusted municipal advertising company in the United States. We have existing relationships with the overwhelming majority of transit authorities and municipal authorities, and as Dan said, we're going to seek to reimagine and revisit each one of those to make them more interesting and more profitable and to provide new services to their constituents. Over the last 14 years, we have built a reputation as a company with integrity, innovation, and a focus on municipal advertising, and that focus continues today. Moving forward, we are going to take that combination of these companies and leverage the competitive advantage to enter into new markets and to really revolutionize the way we do business in the United States and beyond. So before we go forward, we'll take just a quick look at the success of 2015. And Dan talked a little bit about this, so we'll do it quickly. In 2014, we generated $236 million of revenue. We set a budget of about 9% up in 2015, which was aggressive, but we thought obtainable, $255 million. And I'm happy to report that we're projecting $265 million in 2015, which represents a 12.1 increase. Awesome. I mean, that essentially triples the industry's growth, which is pretty amazing. And just quickly, so the drivers of that revenue in 15 were really an amazing job by our New York crew on taking over all the payphones, which drove new revenue into the company. Our print business was 20% up, which is a great business for us because if it's doing well, it means that we're selling more ads and the profit margins are terrific on print. And then finally, 3 markets that really drove revenue. Philadelphia, shout out to Philadelphia, was up 16%, not that good. Chicago was up 29%, which is incredible. And the winner, the champion of 2015 growth, is Boston with a 30% increase in year-over-year growth. So what's interesting about each of those markets is, one, they're our largest markets, but more importantly, they are markets that we have focused on proliferation of digital signage, which is absolutely the future of where we're going in this industry. One great stat that I love to talk about is in Chicago, we'll do about $41 million of overall sales this year on the CTA. 31 million of that is static, and that's generated in about 30,000 static displays across the system. The other 10 million, about 25% of the overall revenue, is generated on only 296 digital displays, which is really amazing. And so if you can think about what happens when you start proliferating digital across the platforms, you can really start to see the growth and where we're going in this company in 2016 and beyond. Quickly on 2016 budget, we have set what we believe to be an aggressive but obtainable budget of $293 million, represents a 9% increase over 2015. We're hopeful to exceed it, and we're all going to work really hard to do that. So where are we going? As Colin said, and as Dan mentioned, we spent, oh Really? Awesome. Okay. So we spent a lot of time, and Dan promised that it was going to be both a challenging and rewarding experience over the 6 weeks that we did strategic priorities, and it did not disappoint. But I will tell you personally, from my own experience, it was really one of the moments I've done this for a long time, for 15 years, and for me it was an eye-opening experience of what thoughtfulness can do to a business. We ran very hard at Titan, which was a great way to run our business, but we often didn't think about how we were doing our business. And that thoughtfulness, the process that we went through, is something I would encourage everybody to do. Thoughtfulness is something Dan preaches, and we are adopting it in the media division. Take a moment, think about what you're doing, and I think the rewards will be really great. So I want to just quickly reread this value proposition, and simply said, we are creating a new model that reimagines transit authorities and cities. Our vision is a revolutionary tech and media platform that will forever transform the rider and pedestrian experience, improve municipal operations, and drive significant revenue to our partners. That's really exciting because we used to be a paper and paste company that used to sell advertising and the sale of transit authorities and municipal authorities, which is a great business. But we used to say that we would never get in the transit authorities' way of getting people from point A to point B, which was why they were in business, right? They want to do it efficiently. And we'd say, we won't get in your way. Well, what's amazing about this new model and what we're trying to develop here is that now we can actually help them get people from point A to point B in a more efficient way, which is really exciting for our transit authorities, and at the same time, generate significant new revenue for them, which is also exciting. And so, there we go. So what are we offering municipal authorities? This looks suspiciously like Link, which is great, but what's really cool about this model is that, and I'll go through it in a second, is that taking what we learned from Link and all of the attributes of Link, taking them to municipal authorities, to other cities, is really exciting for us. And so what's part of the model? First and foremost, there's thousands of digital displays that can both generate significant amounts of new revenue, but at the same time provide really amazing touch points for commuters and pedestrians to gain information. And so I always love the story of the PIDs, the information displays at the MTA that they put in. That moment of seeing what time the train is coming, and we do this in Chicago, it's an emotional moment, and it changes the experience in the transit authority, and it changes the way that people relate to the MTA in New York. And that's something we want to help transit authorities with, which is incredibly important, which is something digital can help us do. Obviously, ubiquitous connectivity is important. Customer experience, and we're going to look to our friends in design and technology to help us with mobile applications to have people experience transit authorities better through mobile apps and other touch points. And then finally, the installation of massive amounts of sensors to give people an understanding, and transit authorities an understanding of new insights that they can use to act upon to make the experience better. And this picture is from Boston. The MBTA in Boston had an absolutely horrific last year of 2014 because of all the snow. The system literally shut down. We believe that with the installation of sensors and data sets that we can help from Colin's crew and Scott and Campbell's crew, we can help transit authorities reimagine how they operate their business. So what does this mean for intersection? First and foremost, it leverages the competitive advantages we've all been talking about. There simply is no other company in our space that has the skill sets that we have, both from an advertiser standpoint and from a municipal authority standpoint, and we're going to leverage competitive advantage going forward. Second, encourage long-term contracts, and I may steal some of Don's thunder here, but I can't help myself. Our typical authority contracts were 3 to 5 years. What we're seeing now is 10-year contracts, 15-year contracts, as Colin mentioned, 20-year contracts in Philadelphia for street furniture. And that allows us to reinvest in the business and provide really good capital, grow the business, and helps transit authorities reimagine themselves. What I was going to say was that, I may say it already, but I can't. We were awarded yesterday a 10-year contract by the Dallas Area Rapid Transit, so shout out to Dallas. Third, this new model transformed the sales to digital advertising, and Dave and Colin and Aaron and the rest of the innovation crew are going to work really hard on this new model of digital advertising. For the first time in the history of our business, we will be able to deliver more relevant advertising at the right time, at the right place, to the right person. And that absolutely revolutionizes what we do, and brands really are excited about this. We live in a $6 billion world. There's 290 or $300 billion worth of advertising revenue that we simply don't get because we can't prove the efficacy of the ad. This new platform will really allow us to break out of the traditional budgets and generate a lot more revenue. It builds our reputation as an innovative partner with cities. One of the main everyone talks to each other in these cities, transit authorities. If you do something great for one of the authorities, Dan talks a lot about gaining permission with Link NYC in New York. Again, if you do something great for the MBTA in Boston, what happens in the next time around? Chicago hears about it, they want the same thing, and so building that reputation is incredibly important. It utilizes our technology experts in user experience. We'll work closely with Campbell and Scott's team. And finally, it develops innovative new products for our sales team to go out and pitch. Brands love to be involved with innovative products, and we think that's really important going forward as we start selling Link. We've had an unbelievably good experience so far in terms of the advertiser reaction. The rates are there, the occupancy is going to be there.